Hey guys, Abram here back again with another video, and today I'm going to be doing a video on everything we know about Spirit Halloween 2022. Now what I mean by that is everything we know about these stores, such as the returning props, the possible themes, and the new possible props that we could see for Spirit Halloween 2022. This is including the new video that they have just released for the halfway to Halloween mark. I did a video on this a few months back about the movie specifically, so there's going to be nothing about the movie in this video. If you want to know about the movie, go check out another YouTuber's video because there has been some new info on the movie that has been released. But before we get into today's actual video, I would like to say that I did change my name as to what you can see here on the screen and logo. And basically this is the start of a new, I guess, era of the channel, being that I'm going to expand out a little bit more from my basic Spirit Halloween, Home Depot, Party City videos, and I'm going to be focusing on just like the Halloween genre in general, including Universal Halloween Horror Nights, which I will do some actual going into their haunted house videos for you guys. So some haunted house point of view videos of Universal Halloween Horror Nights. So keep that in mind whenever the season actually comes around. Those videos will probably be around September, so it'll be pretty early videos of those haunted houses. Without further ado, though, let's go ahead and get started on everything we know about Spirit Halloween for 2022. So before I actually get into what this is, I would like to say thank you to GM Hans for this information. This is where I got the information from. So basically what this is the 2022 tabletop returning items. Now, some of these, I believe, actually most of these will be in store. So we can expect to see a lot of these items back in store, such as a lot of the Sam stuff, a lot of the side steppers, a lot of the Beetlejuice merchandise, including a lot of hanging decorations and candy bowl holders. You know, basically all the stuff that we do tend to see every single year, we can expect to see it this year. Including a lot of like the new stuff, such as like the Killer Clowns from Outer Space merchandise, probably some more Ghostface merchandise. I hope we see more Ghostface merchandise. And we can also expect the vintage monsters to return and the Beetlejuice items to return as well. So yeah, that is very exciting. Unfortunately, though, however, the clown dolls like Uncle Charlie, Crouchy, and the vintage clown doll will not be returning this year. Only the Hugs of the Clown doll will. Don't know why that is exactly. I know that those were pretty good sellers. I'm very happy that I got the Crouchy doll while I could, because they will no longer be in stores. I believe they'll still be online, though, but just not in stores. So that is a little disappointing. As for returning props go, I'm only including the props that we're going to see in the theme, so none of the like online only props for returns, and none of the returning props that are only going to be in boxes. These props will be in the theme, so that includes Beetlejuice, Nightcrawler, Shorty, Grim, and Mr. Dark. Honestly, in my opinion, I think these are great choices. These are all really, really good sellers. Really, really good props to show off in themes, especially Shorty and Beetlejuice, and Mr. Dark, of course. I do think that these will probably be really good sellers yet again for 2022. I'm very surprised, though, that we did not see Henry Hustle nor Mr. Howe. I really thought we would have saw those two again, or seen those two again, because those were really, really good sellers, especially Mr. Howe was. I know Henry Hustle was he had some things wrong with him, especially in the mechanism, so I really thought they were going to bring him back to kind of improve him, which I'm sure those two props are going to be like in the box. They're just not going to be shown in the themes. And of course, you know, we're probably going to see Sitting Scarecrow come back, and Jumping Spider, and probably even Man's Possessed Friend, because those are the three most, I guess, popular like returning props. And I have a feeling that Nightcrawler has now joined that little bandwagon of constant like returning props for every single year. Now for the elephant in the room, the thing that all haunters have been talking about lately is the Halfway to Halloween Spirit Halloween promotional video. Now basically what this is a VHS recording in some kind of school or lab, I'm assuming, with this chalkboard, and on the chalkboard is a bunch of like science-y Halloweenish symbols. Very, very cool stuff. This is a lot to dissect. Luckily, we have some very talented people who have dissected a lot of this stuff. And so now we can talk about it and really focus on what we need to look at to kind of, I guess, see what Spirit is trying to hide from us. So for starters, the thing that I think most people saw the first thing was this like skeletal zombie looking monster hand. Now, it is just a basic generic hand, but the thing that caught my eye at least the most was this high voltage sign right next to it. Now, I'm not sure what this can mean, if it even corresponds with the hand exactly, but obviously high voltage means something. I don't think that they would just put that in there for any random reason. I think we might be getting another like electrical prop like Eddie from 2019. And of course, the hand I think also does mean something as well. Maybe they do go together, or maybe they're two completely separate things. I have realized that the hand in some ways kind of looks like Mr. Dark's hand, so maybe that just hinted at him returning. I'm not 100% sure on that though. Another thing that I wanted to point out was the flask that was kind of towards like the middle of it. I don't really, again, know what this means exactly, if we're going to be getting a new scientist prop, or if we're going to be seeing Dr. Illum somehow, which I don't think that's true at all, or if we're going to be getting a returning mad scientist prop, which would be really cool to see. I do think the flask does mean something, though, and I don't think every symbol on this chalkboard means something, but I do think that the bigger and the bold symbols do or are trying to show us something that we could see in 2022 for Spirit Halloween. Now, the thing that I think caught all of our eyes, and it just looks the most out of place in this video, is this knife sticking out of the video. Now, this is a like little bloody knife with a hand holding it. I definitely think it's a prop. I'm like 98% sure that this is a new prop. A lot of people have been speculating it's a Michael Myers prop, and I can totally see where they're coming from. It is a very similar knife to what Michael uses, and not to mention we have Halloween Ends coming out this year, which is a very big movie for the Halloween franchise, so I can definitely see lots and lots of Michael Myers and Halloween merchandise coming out for the franchise. And it would make sense for them to release a Michael Myers, since this is, like, I guess, his last movie. And, the companies are going to want to go big with this new movie coming out. So I can totally see why people think this is a Michael Myers prop. There's a bunch of leads pointing right to it. The only downside I have of this not being a new Michael prop is that it is very, like, short. Now, this could just be the angle of the video, or it could just be them trying to trick us or something, or think different thoughts. But the knife is pointing at a very short direction. It looks like a kid, like a kid holding a knife or something. And of course we have seen like kids with knives before, Ellie Hatchet being a very recent one, and a lot of people are also speculating for the audio to go with this prop. Now, from what I can tell, the audio is definitely edited to where it's very hard to understand what that someone is trying to say. I can't make out a single thing that is on the audio. All I know that it is a voice, at least, but I'm not sure if it does belong to this prop or another prop. I would kind of assume it belonging to another prop, like they're really trying to trick us with this one. And I think that would be a very clever way of kind of hinting at multiple things with the chalkboard, the knife, and a audio to some different prop. Either way, though, it sounds very creepy, and I'm super excited to see what it means. Now, one other thing that I don't think people are talking about as much as they should be is the notebooks on the ground. Now, I do know that people have been talking about the notebooks as far as like the theme goes. Like, they think it's going to be a school theme because of the notebooks, and I totally get that. That does make me think of a school type of environment. But it also can remind me of a science lab in some way as well, like the scientist taking notes or something. That's not really what I'm focusing on right now, though. What I'm focusing on is the paper beside the notebook. Now, if you can see what I mean, it's on the right of one of the notebooks, and it's this crumpled up piece of paper, and it has some kind of drawing on it. Now, I have no clue what that drawing is. I've been trying to speculate on something returning. Like, I've tried to been finding shapes of a certain prop, because this is a very distinct shape on the paper. I can't exactly tell what it's trying to make out. At first I thought it was like a cannon or something, like maybe to a pirate or something, but I don't think Spirit is really going to be doing pirates this year. That would be kind of an odd choice, especially because of the 2019 theme, and we didn't get any pirates that year. So I really don't expect us to get any pirates this year, and I know that's not a canon because I kind of looked more into it. But that idea is kind of far out there, though, and I think that would honestly be a kind of a cool prop, a pirate with a cannon, but I just don't see it happening. I I really can't make out what that image is. Hopefully somebody who's good at this kind of stuff can hopefully try to find clues to what the image is. I have a feeling this is going to be the same scenario as Mr. Hal and Henry Hustle from the Spirit Halloween Factory Countdown, where we have to kind of like put pieces of these drawings together to kind of form what they actually are. So I'm very excited to see what this all means with the chalkboard and everything. And last but certainly not least, the most important thing in this entire video is the date for Spirit Halloween Flagship opening for 2022, which is 7/30/22, as seen on the top left of this like video recording. So yeah, it is 7/30/2022. Of course, that meaning July 30th. I believe last year was July 31st for the opening of Flagship. So this year it is a day before that. I believe it's going to be on a Saturday again. I haven't really checked the calendar yet. But I do believe it is going to be a Saturday because that's what it was on last year. And, you know, it just makes sense for it to be on a Saturday, of course. So yeah, so that is very exciting. Hopefully this year stores will actually open a lot sooner. I don't see why they wouldn't open sooner, because I do think that the shipping delays are kind of, you know, behind us. They're in the past now. So hopefully stores will open closer to the Flagship opening date. I did actually make a video about this last year, but hopefully I won't have to make that video again for 2022. Anyways, guys, that'll do it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully I covered everything I should with the 2022 themes and animatronics so far. If I missed anything, please let me know down in the comments below. And tell me your thoughts on what you think this video means, the Halfway to Halloween Mark video means. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.